Carla Curth is a dedicated four-year member of the Binghamton women's lacrosse team. She hails from Garden City, New York, and has contributed significantly to the Bearcat program through her collegiate career. She was key to the team's 2024 America East Championship, the championship win, and their runner-up year the prior season. During high school, in her career at Garden City High School, Carla helped lead her team to the Nassau County Championship. She assisted on the game-winning goal in the title game. Carla was also named All-County twice during her high school career. She credits both of her parents for providing opportunities for her ability to play a variety of sports during her youth, and her mother was a tennis player. Her father, Skip, was a 1990 graduate of Binghamton and a member of BU's men's soccer program, and he was inducted into the Binghamton Athletic Hall of Fame in 2023. During her initial 3 seasons with the Bearcats, Carla tallied 45 goals and dished out 36 assists. In her freshman year, she earned a spot on America East All-Rookie team. Off the field, Carla has been named to both the America East Commissioner's Honor Roll and the Binghamton Athletic Director's Honor Roll as well throughout her academic career here. In addition, she is currently part of the Binghamton Student Athlete Advisory Committee, E-Board. And what we'd like to do next is just give her a big Bearcat welcome as she provides her wise remarks. Thank you.
Hi everyone. I would like to dedicate my speech today to my mother, the most strong and courageous woman I know, who sadly cannot be here because 11 years ago today, she passed away from brain cancer, one of the toughest moments of my life. I think it's a sign from her that I get to share my story with you all today and how that pivotal moment in my life has shaped me into the person and player I am. She dreamed of me playing on the stage I have today, Division I college lacrosse, even though it wasn't the easiest road to get here. She wanted me to play at this level because she knew I loved the sport, but would have supported me in any decision I made. But I think my father is happiest with my decision to play collegiate lacrosse, and more specifically, he's happy I chose Binghamton. If you walk around the event center, you'll see my last name Curth on Athlete of the Year, John Belos Award, and most notably, the Hall of Fame. Now, I wish I could have accomplished all these things before I got halfway through my senior season, but all these accolades were given to my father, Skip, a Binghamton soccer alum. My whole life, people asked me if I was going to follow in his footsteps and play college soccer. And when I was younger, I would have told you yes. But secretly, I liked lacrosse 1,000,000 times more. The day I finally admitted this was after a tournament I played at in 4th grade. This one really stuck with me because it was the best lacrosse I've played to date. I came off after my last game and said to my mom, standing on the sidelines, "I think I want to play lacrosse in college." She responded, "Whatever you want, Shar," gave me a hug, and from that moment on, I was confident that I would achieve this goal. That was probably one of the last times she saw me play, and flash forward 5 years, I'm playing club lacrosse every weekend and am traveling all over the East Coast. The thing is, instead of now going to my mom when the games are over, I'm going to my dad, my Aunt Susie, or friends' parents, who are also kind to drive me. Even though it stung a little not having my mom there, I was growing older and getting better and solidifying myself in a position as a defensive midi. Luckily, but unluckily for me, I made my varsity lacrosse team right before COVID and never got to play in a first game. All of my club tournaments were canceled or limited, so I never got to showcase my growing skills to college coaches right before college recruiting. And now, lacrosse recruiting is like clockwork. September 1st of your junior year of high school is the first day college coaches can contact you. So on August 31st, girls all over the country wait up until 12 o'clock for the flood, or for me, the few emails that enter your inbox for coaches wanting you to play for them. Going through the recruiting process is tough, as you see your peers commit the first week of September, and then as the months roll by into November and December, you start to lose hope. That was the situation I was in my junior year of high school when my lacrosse season started up. I was going into it not planning on playing college lacrosse. Along with being discouraged enough, not committed to play college already, we'd gotten a new head coach for my varsity team, who decided I was going to not play defensive midi, the position I was pitching myself to play for all these college coaches, but rather play attack, more specifically, low attack. Quite literally the most opposite position from what I had been playing most of my college career, or most of my lacrosse career. I was left in a state of confusion as I had never played this position before, but it wasn't really like I could say no since I was being offered a starting spot, so I headed into my first game with nothing to lose, and I flourished that whole season. I found my groove in this spot on the field and thrived like no other, with my team winning the Nassau County Championship, the Long Island Championship, and finished being ranked 7th in the nation. And lastly, I was awarded as an all-county player amongst top other rated recruits. After this successful season, I thought maybe I would try D3 and sent out emails upon emails to coaches and went to my club tournaments all summer long, but still, nothing. So I had given up college lacrosse and headed into my senior year of high school, applying to college as a normal student. After applying and getting rejected from schools, my father urged me to reach out to Coach Allen mid-October to see if there were any spots left in the class of 22. I instantly said no, as I was embarrassed, and I honestly didn't want to go to the school my father went to and live in his shadow. I wanted to create my own story. So after a ton of arguing, as a typical father-daughter do when any decision is made, I reluctantly sent an email expecting no response, as it was what I was used to. To my surprise, I got an email back, and my recruiting process began. I was up to campus within the week, and after speaking with Coach Allen about how she thinks I can make an impact on this team and possibly every other logistic about the team, I got in the car on the way home and said to my dad, "Do you think she wants me to play here?" And to my surprise, she did, as I committed to Binghamton as an attacker the next week, as the last person in my class, and probably the last person all over the country, as signing day was the next day. I still worried in the back of my head that people would say I only got into this school because my father went here. This feeling only intensified during my final high school season, which came to a halt after losing the Long Island Championship. I felt as if I didn't perform to the best of my ability and was having a tough time coping with the idea that my mother would not be around for these big moments my senior year of high school. As the summer had gone by, I was prepping for college now and still going into it thinking about how this just wasn't for me. But my dad told me, "You have gone through harder things," that being losing your mother, than losing a lacrosse game or feeling nervous about going to college. So I walked into the first day of practice freshman year and gave it my all, and continued to do that every day moving forward till our first game. To my surprise, I'm waiting there on the sideline during the game, and my name got called. I'm going in. My first one was quick, just one possession on the offense, and it was quick because it turned the ball over. Oops, not a very good look, but late in the second half, I got the ball, dodge, and oh my gosh, I scored. I scored my first ever college goal in my first ever college game. I was over the moon, and this was my first step in solidifying my own path at Binghamton. Over the season, I'd gained the confidence needed to feel like Binghamton was my school that my dad happened to attend, not the other way around. By the end of the season, I was awarded to the America East All-Rookie team, an accomplishment I would have never thought was possible. But we also made it to the America East Championship that year and lost to Albany by 1 goal. So going into my sophomore year, I knew, and the team knew, we were going to have to get our revenge. So I dedicated the whole summer to getting better and continuing to write my story here, and establishing myself as a pivotal player. Having that little bit of playing time under my belt from freshman year allowed me to be confident out on the field as we began playing in our fall ball games. This confidence skyrocketed me into a starting position out on the field, and I was ready to make an impact. But the start of the season was not what I was expecting. I wasn't producing any points relatively, and I felt like I was failing, a feeling I've had before. After some tears, I spoke with my dad, and he reminded me, "Nothing will be as hard as losing your mother. She would want you to have fun while you're playing, not stress yourself out. The more you stress, the worse you do." And slowly but surely, I found my niche in the game, which was assisting, and our team found our niche being the comeback cats. We had found a rhythm, and nothing would stop us. Even when we were down at half, week after week, we found a win. and the confidence was building in all of us. Deep down, we knew this was our year to win the America East Championship for a rematch as we faced Albany. We were down 5-0 in the first quarter, and on a normal day and in a normal game, anyone would think that this is over. But this wasn't any regular game, and we weren't going to let this opportunity slip out of our reach. So, goal by goal, slowly but surely, we worked our way back into a tie with Albany and then into the lead. And the clock worked down to 0, and we became the America East Championships. Probably one of my favorite memories playing lacrosse and one of my favorite memories of all time. I think about how I wish my mother could have been there for that moment, but honestly, she was there for me and had been throughout that whole season. Because when I lost her, I knew what a true loss meant. And no bad game or loss felt as great as that one. So I always knew how to bounce back. Now, this win was not only instrumental for the team, but it also was for me, as it really solidified my place at this school. It wasn't just me being a name on the roster like I expected, but rather playing, starting, and making an impact in games. I separated myself from the successes my father had in the past and had my own victories at this school. It was now officially my journey. All the wins and losses, good and bad games, and friends made along the way were all stops on my path to me being a person who is able to learn and adapt to hard situations. A person who grows with every step of the way and knows that hard times are ahead, but it's how you learn from these obstacles, and who you surround yourself with is how you get through and push ahead better than before. The people who guide you in the right direction and are there for you when there's a bump or a mountain in your path are the people who I'm lucky to have in my life. I would have never accomplished the things I have without my support team, as when I lost my mother, a big part of me was missing. But my father, my #1 fan, never made it feel like I was without her on the sidelines, as he cheered twice as loud, and reminds me daily how proud my mother would be. My grandparents, aunts, and uncles never failed to make me feel loved when things are hard. My brother and sister, my 2 best friends, always know how to cheer me up, even in the weirdest of ways. Coach Alan, Shannon, and Alicia, thank you for making me feel seen on a team with such amazing players and constantly supporting me on and off the field. Lori, Kara, and Nick, the best strength coach and athletic trainers, you never fail to put us first, something everyone on my team appreciates. Lastly, to my teammates, and more specifically, my roommates. I couldn't imagine my life without you all in it. Each and every one of you inspired me to work hard, be kind, laugh loud, and love hard. You were all there to catch me before I fall, and I couldn't thank you enough. As I'm a few games into my senior year, it is hard to look forward to my senior day, graduation, and my last games without my mother there. But I don't feel as big of a hole in my heart because of the amazing people I'm surrounded by. I want to have fun and win, but most importantly, I want to enjoy this time in my life and not regret a single moment. So I leave you with this quote that my mother loved and I love as well, and I live by every day. 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sail, explore, dream, discover. Thank you, and go Cats!
Thank you, Carla, for those very heartfelt and inspiring remarks. And aren't we glad that she got on that computer and sent that email in October back then? We are just so touched by your story. Thank you.